Event may be too intense for young children, and it's not recommended for children under the age of 13. No costumes or costume masks allowed.
Spoiler alert. This episode contains detailed descriptions of storylines for haunted houses and scare zones for Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. If you want to be informed, continue listening if you dare. If you want to be surprised, then we'll see you in the fog.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm David, and we're taking it to the streets.
Welcome, I'm Kari. I'm ready to get my spooky steps in. David!
What?
Look out behind you! There's this character!
They got me again.
I know, that's what they do in the scare zones.
You're never safe anywhere around the park from some scares.
That's right, but you are safe. Don't worry, it's going to be a lot of fun here at Halloween Horror Nights 2023. We have Kelly Malik and friends, Charles Gray, Laura Sauls, and Matt Flood talking about the original scare zones here at Halloween Horror Nights.
Bring me more Halloween.
We're very excited to talk about scare zones and how we're linking the whole scare zone program. Last year, that was such a great success to tie all the scare zones into that traditional kind of trope of Halloween, right? Mm-hmm. As it is our 31st year. Well, it's our 32nd year, right? But we wanted to tie all those scare zones into one fantastically horrific story. And with that, this year I believe we have achieved that. And I think we probably, as creators, went a little really deep in story for this year. But I think, our fans are going to love it. And Absolutely. If you don't know the story, you're just going to love these scare zones. So I'm going to kick it off to Matt to start us off with what you're going to see as soon as you enter the park.
Right through that front gate, Dr. Oddfellow will greet you. So Dr. Oddfellow is right up front, and he is promising us immortality. We are of like mind. We enjoy the twisted. We enjoy the polluted part of the world, right? We want to see the horrors of this world and enjoy and celebrate it because we love Halloween Horror Nights. So why not, right? So he's inviting us, and he's like, with the souls and the way that you think, I can give you immortality. And so he's promising us this, and he's showing us basically how he is extracting souls, using blood, using things to make elixirs, these elixirs that promise immortality. It's like the old snake oil salesman type of a thing. Yeah. And he is promising us these things while all of these other creatures and representatives from what you'll see around the rest of the park are all walking around. It's in the past we've done kind of this table of contents in front gate.
Sure. And
so that's a little bit of what's happening. But in those creatures, it tells the story of his past. So that is what you will meet going through the street. So I'll let Kelly talk us through the different stories that we are introduced to.
Okay, let's start with Hollywood, which is entitled Dark Zodiac. We're taking it back to the origin of how the Zodiac connects with Dr. Oddfellow.
Amazing.
So in this zone, you're going to see all of our different Zodiac representations, but we have the tarot attached to it. We also have the elements that we are showcasing throughout the entire zone. So all of that connection, and then the creatures that everybody's going to be able to identify as their own particular zodiac sign. Cool. So they're going to be able to connect with that right away. But we have great elemental horrors that are going to be walking around, and they're going to be scaring us throughout the entire zone. So we have that fun zone for everybody to connect to, which is going to take us through what we like to call chapters. Yes.
Can I say one more thing about the Dark Zodiac?
Yes.
The Dark Zodiac is just that. It is not just the Zodiac, but Dr. Oddfellow has twisted it to this very dark and demented Zodiac. So you're not just going to get a possible, you're not just going to find your Zodiac, you're going to find the twisted version.
Twisted, dark version.
Of your Zodiac.
Incredible. Mm-hmm. A Halloween Horror Nights lover version of your Zodiac.
Absolutely. Cool. So some of the other zones we really wanted to put as chapters within Dr. Oddfellow's time zones in his life, that he would have participated and twisted all of these different beings and beasts together, right? So we're starting off in Central Park, Jungle of Doom, Expedition Horror, which this zone is going to be fantastic because this is around the 1920s. We're looking at the origin of where Dr. Oddfellow really finds his power. So we're looking at this jungle atmosphere we're going to head into the temple atmosphere that Dr. Oddfellow has emerged with this glowing skull. And this is the thing that really set forth his power and gave him all of this, beginning of his craving to be immortal. So he's got this glowing skull, and as you're traveling through the jungle, this is where he began to start really morphing and creating and what's another good
Twisting.
word? Yeah, that twisting
Distorting it.
between nature and beast. And that was where he really started from. So we're going to be engaged with all these different types of creatures that we're going to see throughout this jungle atmosphere in Central Park. As we head back around, we're going to come into San Francisco, which is Shipyard 32, Horrors Unhinged. And that area is amazing because that's going to take place 1940s. It's more of a loading dock environment. We also have Dr. Oddfellow's Pier 32 warehouse that will be located behind us. What's happening is Dr. Oddfellow is shipping in all of these different creations as he's gone through time, all of these morphed creatures that he's made, and he's shipping them into his warehouse. So on this loading dock, what's happening is they're all coming in from the shore, coming onto the warehouse dock, and these creatures have decided to bust free. And they're roaming this entire environment. And what's fun about this is you're going to see some of our classic monster creations that we've had for years past, and then we've got some brand new monsters that you probably have never even imagined that you're going to run into in this area.
I want to say one thing. So this is how we're connecting a lot of our history. That Oddfellow, we don't know. For all of Halloween Horror Nights history, might have been dropping in monsters because that's what he likes to do. He likes to drop in monsters just to cause chaos, right?
Been there the whole
So
time.
he's been here the whole time. He's hidden the shadows. Every time Jack is resurged, he's like, yeah, he's back. He just lets Jack be the showman. But now he's bringing back all of these monsters of our past that maybe Oddfellow dropped into the event.
Has he been pulling the strings the whole time? That's amazing.
And a fun little Easter egg, if you will, is when you're walking through the different zones, you may run into
A version.
a version of Dr. Oddfellow within a creature or a beast. Any of those characters that we have, you may or may not come in contact with him face to face. You'll never know.
You have to look closely. And you'll have to know the timeline. Because if you go back to what we said in the original content houses and what Kelly's just said so far, because we still have more scare zones to give you. 1920s started it all, the jungle.
Sure.
1930s, the Dust Bowl Circus.
He became immortal.
He became immortal, and someone, as he was killing Jack Schmidt scratched his face, drawing the immortality blood from him. So after 1930, Oddfellow has a scar.
Oh.
And so
Is this like
maybe in
I
see what you're putting
1940s,
down.
and maybe in the 1940s, Oddfellow, that he can twist himself now immortal into any being he wants to be, could be a
He could be in the
creature
body of
or
the
a
creature,
beast
the beast.
in the 1940s at his Pier
And
32
there might be a
Oddfellow's
telling
warehouse.
scar
Sure.
across their face.
Yes.
Something of a scavenger hunt for our friends out there.
I know.
To take a look for.
I need a timeline.
So
They
Get
need
it.
they should
We're
like
gonna-
put that on a shirt
I'm gonna
so
let-
I can follow along.
We're going.
we're
got
going.
more.
We have more. I'm going to let Kelly jump to our New York Street.
Yes. And so in New York, we have Vamp 69, Summer of Blood. We have jumped over to the 1960s, late 1960s. And for our fans that have been following, gosh, how many years now?
3 years of our lovely vampires.
So
They're back.
we had Vamp 55, we had Vamp 85, and now it's Vamp 69. But it's not just Vamps. We are going into Music Fest 69. We're going to have a festival of music. This town has decided they wanted to come together as community through music. And lo and behold, Dr. Oddfellow did it again. He dropped a coven of vampires to cause havoc all through this festival.
That's amazing.
So it's got a great BGM. The music score throughout that whole zone is your classic 1960s. Our costume and makeup team
Did amazing.
They are
work.
going insane with it. They've come up with so many great things for that zone as well.
It's so fun. And
that's
then,
gonna be fun.
I mean, you can listen to a podcast where Matt has written the story to tie all these things together. Not only Dr. Oddfellow and what he's done to the event and what he's done to the entire Scare Zone program, to his haunted house, what he's done for the event, dropping monsters in the event for history, right? But also tying all these vamps together. There is more to this vamp story. That Vamp 55, that greaser that killed the homecoming queen, he probably went to this music festival.
Sure.
But now he's living in the 60s. He's got to disguise himself, right? The vamp that tells the story of Oddfellow in the podcast, she wasn't a part of 55, but she was a part of 69 and then lived through Vamp 85, where she heard of a gentleman named Jack because he was there that year at Halloween Horror Nights, and she's trying to tell this whole story. So it was super fun this year to be able to create this backstory for Dr. Oddfellow and Kelly and Matt and Charles and Nate for creating all of these rich original stories to go along with Dr. Oddfellow. We're super excited this year about this whole Scare Zone program, the whole overall story, all of the haunted houses, all of the original content, even the shows. Nightmare Fuel comes back bigger and better,
More
with
flames,
more fire, and a different dreamer. It is going to be, just off the scales.
Those shows rule.
They're
so
incredible.
good.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. So there's something for everyone. Like we've said, there's something for everyone with our intellectual property houses, our original content houses, and our Scare Zones and shows. It's amazing.
Truly mind blown.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I say that every year, but this year is really, like I said, for the fan of Halloween Horror Nights in me, I'm like, this is going to be such a satisfying year. I feel like I had to take a night to do this haunted house and then come back another night to do this haunted house because I want to go through a bunch of times and see all the details. And then I want to go on my Scarface scavenger hunt. And then I want to look through all my vamp characters that I've loved from the past two, and I need to go to 69 and see them in different forms. I mean, this is...
Well, I mean,
really
you would
excited.
agree, Laura, that all of the years we're able to bring something back this year for every fan of Halloween Horror Nights. But then, because there's so much variety, bringing new fans this year is going to happen.
Absolutely. And I think with a
100%.
lot of those intellectual property haunted houses,
It's going to be bringing some people.
for sure.
Yep.
Wow. Hey, we did it. We got our rundown. Our Halloween Horror Nights 2023 revealed.
Well, by a bunch of wrestlers.
Give it up for Chainsaw over there. Hey, thank you, Charles Gray, Kelly Malik, Laura Sauls, and Matt Flood for joining us here in the studio. And you're welcome, listeners, for this this reveal. This was really amazing, hearing from the creative minds themselves, the twisted minds of Halloween Horror Nights.
We'll see you in the fog.
To learn more about Universal Parks and Resorts, head to our show notes for links to our Discover Universal blog for a more in-depth look around our destination. While you're there, sign up to receive emails that will include articles, videos, and this podcast delivered right to your inbox to prepare for your next vacation. If you liked what you heard, leave us a review and don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.